Hey guys, it's Todd from Like-Minded Lunatics bringing you another Drink, Play, Swear. It's all we do around here. It's all the treasure map Dad left up in the attic led us to do around here. We're glad you're with us here at Like-Minded Lunatics and here at Drink, Play, Swear. While I'm thinking about it, please hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of this very screen so you can, well, for two reasons you want to do that. One, we love to see how big this like-minded band of weirdos is getting over time. We hit 400 subscribers. Here we are in May of 2021. Excited about that. We're happy you're with us for all those new folks. And you know what? If you've been delaying and you just watch the stuff and it shows up on your feed, but you haven't hit that subscribe yet, do it. Do it. I'll wait. Just do it. Okay. I'll stop talking about that. And it's not just Drink, Play, Swear here at Like-Minded Lunatics. Now, the flagship operation Mark Gifford runs from Austin, Texas. I'm just the auxiliary? Annex? I don't know what word I'm looking for. Whatever. Subsidiary? I don't know. I'm house number 2 in the Like-Minded Lunatics universe. Anyway, check out the Friday night videos is what I'm trying to get to. The Friday night videos are really good. And you know what? He's not just doing the Friday night videos. Mark's a busy guy. He also does the Monday matchups. And the Monday matchups last week were really good for you Star Wars fans. May the 4th be with you matchup. I'll get it out. May the 4th be with you. Okay, so what do we do here at Drink, Play, Swear? Well, it's just like it sounds, just like you'd guess. We play a game, usually a classic one, pair it with a beverage, and I tell you a story. Glad you're with us. Let's do it. You can see what we got here on the screen, and you can see what I have back there on my CRT. A little baseball action. This is baseball on the NES. There was no other name. It's just baseball. Let's play some baseball. Here we are in, as I said, in May. So we're a full month into the season. If you're a baseball fan, you know that it's, the season's starting to look like, well, you're seeing how your team is playing, looking ahead to hope that they can get into the postseason. For baseball fans, it's a fun time of year. Before we get into the dog days of summer, it's still nice outside. I love the ballpark, so let's play some baseball. Pairing it with a beverage today. Hey, you know me, I usually go with what I usually go with, but today I thought let's go a little something different. I want to feel like I'm at the ballpark. I want to feel like I'm outdoors on a beautiful day, and so got to pair it with something different today. That's right. Today I'm going. Mark's going to be excited about this one. The Austin Eastsiders Dry Cider. It's crisp, refreshing. I didn't have any beer in the house, and I didn't feel like going to the gas station just for you people. So we're going with what I have here. And I got it in, let me see. Oh, yeah. Frosty Point. A pint plus, really. It's bigger than that. So cheers. Get yourself something. And let's talk about baseball. I always have a beverage when I go to a game. Also, got to have a snack. So listen, man. Hey, get your popcorn ready. We're playing baseball today. I was going to shell some peanuts, but I don't want to get all over the floor. My family probably wouldn't appreciate that either. Here we go. Now we're feeling like we're at the game. Baseball is wonderful because I love football and I love basketball. But they're high energy, they're high impact, and you really got to pay attention. You're watching every second because the game could change at any minute. With baseball, you can sit back. You can watch. The pace is slow. You go get lost, stand in line, get another hot dog. You might not miss anything. All right, so what story are we going with today? Let's see. Am I actually playing here? Okay. Baseball. Baseball. Let's do it. Look at this. Select your team. Why? It's like a who's on first. Select your team. Why? Because it's an important part of the game. Select your team. Why? Oh, am I batting? I think I'm batting. And I'm out. I should have rethought the popcorn. I got kernels stuck in my teeth already. All right, so let's talk baseball. When I think about baseball, I think of my dad. My dad, at least when I was really young, he loved baseball. And he didn't even just watch one team. He just liked the game. He would watch anything, but we lived in Texas, grew up in San Antonio. Did I get 3 outs already? Yeah, I'm pitching now. I mean, I haven't played this since I was little, this particular game. So we'll see how I do. Anyway, so we would drive to Houston and see the Astros play. That was when they were in the Astrodome. That's when I was going to see the Astros play. And Nolan Ryan played for them. Saw them in the 80s with Nolan Ryan. And then we went to Arlington to see the Texas Rangers play their very first season in the ballpark in Arlington when baseball was trying to get back to those outdoor places, right? Get him and not quite a double play. And so that was beautiful and a lot of fun. And we would just drive to go to the game and then turn around and drive home. So my dad loved baseball. And I never played or anything, but I always heard rumors that my dad played or that he almost played on a little farm team. I'd love if he were still around so I could ask him about that. But he loved baseball, and so we ended up watching the Astros and watching the Rangers quite a bit because that's what was on local TV, of course, and we could go see them. Look at me, swinging on a 47-mile-an-hour curveball. I mean, that's on par with my skill set. Ooh, look at that little bunt. Okay, so anyway, my dad loved baseball, but you know what? Baseball broke his heart. It really did. A couple of things happened in the late 80s, early 90s. One was 1989, I believe it was. Pete Rose got caught betting on baseball, right? Boy, it just reminded everybody of the old Black Sox scandal. And, baseball's one of these things. Like, football players can kind of get in trouble with the law. Basketball players can get arrested. And you kind of like, I don't know, you don't sweat it that much. You just ignore it. But with baseball, it was like, anytime there's intrigue, what's my batter doing? People get their hearts broken. And so Pete Rose getting kicked out of baseball. There we go. Base hit. Team Y. It breaks people's hearts. So there was that in 1989. If I'm wrong on the dates, I'm sorry, okay? I'm not a baseball expert. I just like talking about this stuff a little bit. Out. 1993, I believe it was, the players' strike. And it was the first time in, 90 years or something that there was no... Get over there. There was no World Series. Broke my dad's heart, and he couldn't care about baseball anymore. He just couldn't follow it anymore. That double whammy, that double punch, Pete Rose... and the strike. So, baseball less exciting. And like 93 was when the Dallas Cowboys were winning, the Super Bowl a couple years in a row. And so it was easy just to transition your fandom to football. And so that's what we did. We just watched a lot more football. I'm going to pause here. But then I moved to New York, right? And I've talked to you many times about New York stories. Oh, pick one at random. How about the New Year's Eve story? The New Year's Eve story is a pretty good one. Go check that out. And our time in New York was great. When we were there, I knew that I wanted to do New York-y things because I didn't know how long we were going to live there. So, we went and saw the Statue of Liberty. We did all the touristy stuff, even though we were living there. And finally, we went to a Yankees game. That's right. A Yankees game. Now, this cap came from Yankee Stadium, old Yankee Stadium, in the final season. The House That Ruth built, final season. Honestly, the place was torn up. It was beat up. It was, probably time for a new stadium. But it was kind of a sad time. People were sad about it. There's that Yankees cap. Now, I know what a lot of you are going to say. Oh, the evil empire. Ugh, I don't like the Yankees. You don't understand, man. Being a kid who didn't have a team, I didn't grow up with a team. You know what I mean? Just watching the games, watching whatever my dad was watching. You go to New York, and it's a baseball town, man. It's a baseball town. If you buy the New York Post or the Daily News, it's half the paper. It's literally half the paper, and that's on the off season because they're talking about, they're talking about trades. They're talking about, and of course, all these guys in New York, a Yankee is a celebrity. So they're talking about his personal life. It's half the paper. And during the season, it's just all everybody's talking about for months. And so, you kind of start getting interested in, or I got interested in it again. And so then it becomes the question of, well, are you going to be a Yankees fan? Or are you going to be a Mets fan? I kind of like the idea of being a Mets fan because, well, they're kind of they were in some points in their existence, the lovable losers. And so I thought that would be kind of cool to be a fan of the underdog. The problem was I went to a Yankees game. You go to a Yankee game, it's special. And like I said, Yankee Stadium was busted up. The House That Ruth built. This is about 2006. And, it was busted up, but it was special, man. I mean, there I am in old Yankee Stadium. Derek Jeter was still playing. And, sitting there watching Derek Jeter hit. And the announcer comes up over the thing. He goes, "Now batting. Number 2. I mean, Derek Jeter, look at these. I got the bases loaded here. Am I going to make something happen? Let's see. Oh, all right. Getting some points on the board, folks. Getting some points. Team Y. Get Team Y chromosome? No, I don't know. Okay. So we went to a Yankees game. Derek Jeter hit a 2-run homer to our section. Hold on. This is a pivotal moment in the game. Derek Jeter hit a 2-run homer to our section. I didn't get the ball or anything, but it was close by. You know what I mean? And you felt like you're close to history. It's American history, Yankee Stadium. So I got a cap, and I'm proud of it. You know what I mean? It's an amazing thing, and I'll never forget. John's Pizzeria. I'm talking about John's on Times Square. Great pizza, no slices. Great pizza, coal fire, I think. We were there. My wife and I were at John's getting pizza. I'm sitting there, and 2 tables over, there's Joe Torre. Joe Torre was the Yankees manager in 2006, and well loved by the city. And I was like, oh man, trying to figure out look at this guy just pitch the ball. I think he's nervous. Can an 8-bit being be nervous? Look at his little shifty eyes. Ooh! Foul tipped 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Digital athlete. I'm an 8-bit athlete. I mean, once you get to 16-bit, I'm lost, so forget it. But I'm trying my best here. So I see Joe Torre across the restaurant, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to talk to this guy. You know what I mean? It's Joe Torre, the Yankees manager. So I try to play it real cool. He's walking by. He's been signing autographs and stuff for people, talking to people, talking at tables. He's just there to get a pizza. A pizza. And he's walking by, and I gave him one of these. I go, give him hell, Joe. He looked at me, little smile, little wink. Joe Torre gave me a little wink. I said, give him hell, Joe. My wife goes, who are you talking to? I go, it's Joe Torre. She said, you don't have to say something. I felt like I did. So, man, I'm a Texan who's a Yankees fan. I know everyone either loves or hates the Yankees, and a lot of people around the country really, really loathe the Yankees. But they're going to have to be my team because I'm a loyalist, and they gave me something. They gave me something special when I was there. But to be honest, I think to some degree I'm a lot like my dad. I just like the game. I like watching it. I like the pace. I like the feel. Come on, get him. And, okay, at least get one of them. And I like the feel, I like the feel of going to a game. A couple of years ago, right before COVID, or maybe a year before COVID, my wife and I took the family to Illinois. My wife's got family in Illinois, but it's like central Illinois. It's like rural folks, small towns. Towns so small they call them villages still. But we hadn't really ever spent serious time in Chicago. So we went to Chicago, and I was like, man, it would be so cool to go to a game. And we were lucky enough that just the 3 days we were there happened to be a home game, and Cubbies were playing, and Wrigley Field, man. So, yes, I'm admitting Yankee fandom, but I also just an appreciator of the history of the game and of these storied teams. Hey, man, I got to sit in Wrigley Field in the stadium. I had a pork cutlet sandwich, really good spicy mayo on that thing. And I got to stand up and sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at the 7th inning stretch at Wrigley Field, man. Again, feels like you're a part of history to do that stuff. In fact, I think I have the clip somewhere. Mark, if you got that clip I sent you, roll it.
You got it, bro. Rolling.
I mean, even if you don't like baseball, even if you don't care for baseball, you can kind of feel the magic of it. All right, it's the bottom of the third, and Team Y has a point. You know what? That's all I got for you here today. I just wanted to talk baseball a little bit. These nice May days where the sun's out, but it's not too hot yet. Here in South Texas, where people are starting to get into the swimming pools and looking forward to the summer. They're good days. They're exciting days. The end of a school year coming soon, and a whole summer of baseball. So thanks for joining us here at Drink, Play, Swear. Hope you had. Let me get a little. Let me see if I can annoy you. Hang on. Delectable. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for joining me for baseball and baseball. From Like My Lunatics, I'm Todd. Ooh, I got a lot here. I'm Todd. It's better than the tricks and the bourbon. See ya.